Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever found yourself, stuck? Like you know what you should be doing, but actually getting yourself to do it feels, well, impossible.
Or you start off really strong, full of motivation, and then poof, it just fades away.
Exactly, that fizzle. Today, we're really getting into James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. It's kind of groundbreaking, looking at how we can actually hardwire those good habits.
Mhm. And what I find fascinating, truly game-changing really, is how he shifts the focus. It's less about the goals themselves
Right.
and much more about building the systems behind them.
The systems, okay.
Yeah, he poses this really interesting question. What if, instead of just trying to do something like, say, run a marathon,
Okay.
you focused on becoming the type of person who runs? A runner. It's about identity.
Ah, okay, so it's deeper than just ticking a box. It's about who you see yourself as.
Precisely. True behavior change, he argues, is actually identity change. It's profound when you think about it.
It really is. So our mission here in this deep dive is to pull out the most important bits from Clear's work, give you some, practical tools,
Actionable stuff.
actionable stuff, exactly, for
Right.
making good habits stick and, just as importantly, how to break the bad ones.
Which can be even harder sometimes.
Oh, definitely. So we'll look at his 4 laws of behavior change, things like habit stacking, the 2-minute rule,
The 2-minute rule is great.
and that plateau of latent potential,
Yeah.
why progress sometimes feels invisible right before a breakthrough.
Right. So those 4 laws for building good habits, they are: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying.
Sounds simple enough on the surface.
Well, yes and no. The nuance is key. Make it obvious. It's a lot about your environment.
Like putting your running shoes right by the door.
Exactly. Or your vitamins next to your toothbrush. You can't miss the cue. It's right there.
Making it unavoidable, basically.
Pretty much. Then make it attractive. This taps into how our brains work, the reward system.
So it's not just about willpower. It's about making yourself want to do it.
You got it. Clear suggests pairing something you need to do with something you want to do. Like maybe you only listen to your absolute favorite podcast
Uh-huh.
while you're on the treadmill. You start looking forward to the run because you get the podcast.
That's clever. Engineering the desire. Okay, what about make it easy?
This is where that 2-minute rule comes in. It's brilliant. The idea is to lower the barrier to entry so much.
Reduce the friction.
Yes, exactly. Reduce the friction so resistance barely registers. Want to read more? Just read 1 page. Want to start meditating? Just sit for 1 minute.
So the focus is just on starting the habit, which takes less than 2 minutes.
Right. It makes it almost impossible to say no to just starting. And once you've started,
Inertia takes over. It's easier to continue.
I like that. Okay, finally, make it satisfying. This feels like the tricky one for long-term stuff.
It can be. Because also the rewards of good habits are delayed, right? Becoming healthier isn't an instant hit like, say, eating a cookie.
Definitely not. So you need to find ways to give yourself an immediate reward. Tracking your habit streak, maybe putting $1 in a jar for every workout, something that feels good now.
Creating that positive feedback loop.
And what's really neat is how you just flip these laws for breaking bad habits.
Okay, how does that work?
Make it invisible. Hide the junk food. Make it unattractive. Think about the negative consequences. Make it difficult. Add friction, like deleting social media apps from your phone.
Increase the effort required.
Exactly. And make it unsatisfying. Maybe have an accountability partner you have to report to if you slip up.
It really shifts the blame, doesn't it? Away from just, I don't have enough willpower towards, how can I design my life better?
Precisely. It's about architecture, not just effort.
And that connects to the plateau of latent potential you mentioned earlier. That feeling when you're working hard, but nothing seems to be changing.
Yes. It's so frustrating. You're putting in the reps day after day, week after week, and the scale doesn't move or you don't see the results you expect.
Like chipping away at ice.
That's exactly the analogy Clear uses. You chip and chip, nothing happens, then suddenly conditions are right, and boom, breakthrough.
All that effort wasn't wasted. It was building potential below the surface.
Exactly. Understanding that plateau helps you persist when things feel slow. It's part of the process.
And it's not just an individual thing, right? Our social environment matters too.
Hugely. We're social creatures. Joining a group where your desired behavior is the norm, well, that makes it obvious, attractive, and satisfying all at once.
Social proof is powerful.
Immensely. Surround yourself with the people who have the habits you want.
So bringing this all together, what's the big takeaway for you listening?
This deep dive into atomic habits really shows that huge changes don't come from huge actions.
Not usually, no. They come from those tiny, consistent, almost invisible daily choices, those atomic habits.
And it all ties back to identity. The small habits reinforce the kind of person you're becoming.
Yeah. So maybe the question to ask yourself, thinking about all this, what's one small change, just one, that you start this week? Something that aligns with who you want to be.
Exactly. And how could you make that one small thing obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying? Just focus on that one thing.
It's a powerful thought, isn't it? How something tiny done consistently can compound into something. Oh, extraordinary.
Definitely something to chew on.
Absolutely. Something to mull over until our next deep dive.